Today's video, I'm going to show you step by step how to make lash fans. There are multiple many fans. There's wide fans, narrow fans, and spikes. And today I'm going to show you how you can make all three using Veyes lash trays. So today we're going to go in with the 0.5 18mm premium eyelash extensions. Clearly Veyes is my favorite. We're just going to go ahead and pull off one of these and stick it to our lash tile. This is the VI adhesive that I usually use. Literally golden, my favorite. We're gonna go ahead and get this shaken up. All right. Usually I use a glue ring, but today I'm gonna show you how to fan with a flower. It works just as good as a glue ring. It just depends. I can use glue rings, I can use the flower cups. Either way, they work the same. With the flower cup though, I like to use it whenever I'm going to do like pre-made fans. When I sit out here in the salon and I'm pre-making my fans before my client comes in, this is usually how my setup will be. So we're gonna go ahead and use Veyes 90-degree tweezers. These are literally my favorite tweezers. Clearly, you can see the paint chipping off because I love them so much. So make sure you get yourself a pair. What I like to do is start off by fluffing out my lashes, just brushing them through, getting them nice and fluffy, ready to fan. Then I go in with my tweezers. Let's go ahead and do a wide fan. So you really don't need that many lashes, maybe about 10 to 20, but you're not going to literally sit there and count them. Find your sweet spot, pull it up, and there you go. And when you do wide fans, you want to make sure you get more of the tip. So just like that. Make sure your base is nice and thin. Dip it one time in the glue, wipe it off, and there you have it. A beautiful wide fan. I like to use wide fans for my volume sets, for the mega volume sets. I also like to use it whenever I want to add dimension or make the lash line look darker whenever I'm doing my wispy sets. I go ahead and make a lot of wide fans. So don't forget, you pinch it more at the end to make that wide look. Now we're gonna go ahead and do a narrow fan. So same thing, except this time you wanna grab more at the middle part. You see how I'm grabbing a little bit higher than how I did with the narrow fan. Make sure you get it at that sweet spot, pull it towards you. Perfect. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pinch towards the middle instead of in the end, like we did with the wide fan. With the narrow fan, you're gonna pinch in the middle. Perfect. You dip it in once, wipe it, and that is a narrow fan. Now you see how this one starts in the middle, that one starts on the end. It's nice and wispy at top, and it has a very skinny base. The narrow fans are really good for hybrid sets or to make your wispy set look fluffy at the top. Literally my favorite. I love making narrow fans. Let's see if we can zoom in so we can see the difference. See here, we have our narrow fan. It has a skinny base, it starts in the middle. And then we have our wider fan over here. Let's say your client wants a wispy set. She wants a wispy set and she wants some spikes. What I do is I put some bonder on the end of a micro swab and wipe it back and forth. And you see how it creates these spikes, but they're pretty thick spikes. You do not have to go in from the end to pull it up. You can really go anywhere. So I'm just gonna grab right here, hold it in the middle, make sure I'm secure in my sweet spot, pull it up. I got my spike. Now I'm gonna dip and tap it to the side and remove the excess glue off on the side of the thing. And there we are. And that's a beautiful spike. And then you just go in and you move it and keep it in place of how you would want it to look whenever you put it on there. Let's go ahead and dry these lashes up. Make them fluffy again. And here's how I go ahead and do my wet sets. So instead of getting one single lash, putting it on a lash, I'm just gonna grab a few, but I'm not gonna grab too many. So maybe about 2, 3, maybe 4. It's kind of like a spike, but you want to make it fluffier, and you do not have to, see, and just like that, you got it. Tip it in the bottom, move it over to the side, remove the excess glue. This is a narrow fan. This is the type of fans that you use for wet sets. It's almost like creating a spike, but you don't pinch, you don't put bonder on the top, you just have a fluffy, you grab three or 4 lashes and you place it down. It's a wet fan. This is a normal fan. You pinch it from the middle to make that fluffiness on the top and a skinny base. Now you have your spike where you add bonder onto the top, place it down, and then you have the perfect spike, and it will not go anywhere unless you brush it. Here you have your wide fan. You go ahead, you grab as close to the line as possible, pull it towards you, pinch it on the end, and it creates this beautiful wide fan effect. Those are the 4 fans that you use when you make your sets. You can customize them as however you want, make them look nice and cute, and thank you for watching today's video.